Hi there, my name's Sean, and I want to talk about the Angry Beavers. Throw on your superhero capes, slap on those whitey-tighties, and keep that secret identity extra secret because we are saving the day in Muscular Beaver.
I shall save you from this foul head-eating shell! Drats, swallowed him whole.
We open on chaos and panic as Baron Bad Beaver, a helmeted evildoer, has just robbed the pudding factory. Before he can make his escape, a voice cuts through from above. Muscular Beaver, the world's greatest superhero, is on his way. Traveling at a blistering and extremely specific speed of exactly 8 miles per hour faster than the speed of light, Muscular Beaver intercepts Baron Bad Beaver's getaway vehicle, landing in its path and exposing his fur of steel, causing the vehicle to explode, raining debris. Muscular Beaver saves the damsel in distress, and even the local tabloids on scene can't help but wonder who this masked crusader could possibly be.
Who are you really, Masked Wonder Beaver?
I cannot say, citizen. My identity is so secret, not even I know who I am.
Wow.
And so the planet sleeps easier tonight, for Justice has a new name. And while he may not know his true identity, every villain is sure to know the name
Muscular Beaver!
So yeah, today we're diving into a superhero story that sure beats whatever slop is coming out of Hollywood these days. And hey, with Paramount acquiring Warner Media and the DCEU by proxy, the world is legitimately one step closer to a Muscular Beaver and Superman crossover. Man of Steel meet Fur of Steel. Rejoining the universe the Beaver brothers actually live in, we find Dag dressed head to toe in Muscular Beaver cosplay, suspended from an active ceiling fan while loudly singing cinematic superhero music. As he crashes around the room, Norb comes bursting into the bedroom in a panic.
Dad, are you playing Muscular Beaver again?
Dad quickly strips off his superhero outfit while coyly playing off Norb's question. Smug little guy clearly knows he's doing something he shouldn't be. Norb scolds him for playing Muscular Beaver inside the house. Anytime Dag dons the outfit, things get broken. This is distressing to Norb, of course, because, well, he's a cool guy. He's got an image to maintain after all. He can't let his dorky little brother go around embarrassing him like this.
And that was the day Dag the Loser died.
Dag, of course, translates all of this to mean go play outside.
And Muscular Beaver was truly born.
Norb's reading the paper when a racket outside pulls him to the window. It's Dag, Muscular Beaver, using a wagon to push himself around in circles while shouting about Baron Bad Beaver and saving the day from evildoers. And to Norb's horror, this is on full display outdoors and in public.
Whoosh. If it makes you feel better, hey, that's fine with me. Just don't do it in public where everyone I know can see you.
As Norb tries to reason with Dag, the Muscular Beaver delusions overtake the conversation at every point.
Who is this Dag you speak of, citizen?
He clearly doesn't have any desire to entertain Norb's concerns as he continues to play,
I know of no such person.
even inadvertently crushing Norb's tail after running it over with the wagon. As a kid watching this, I remember being deeply upset by that little visual detail of Norb's tail bending like a hinge after the wagon wheel mangles it, and I know it's a cartoon, but the mechanics of it just always made me cringe.
I am Muscular Beaver!
Yeah.
Dag's patrolling the woods on his wagon scooter, singing his dramatic superhero music when he comes upon a lake. And this is where we're introduced to Barry, a deep-voiced, smooth-talking grizzly bear who takes not only his voice and namesake from the two-time Grammy Award-winning soul and R&B musician Barry White, but even his mannerisms parallel the late great icon.
Be quiet. You'll scare the fish.
My voice is extremely low. It's different than a lot of other guys in the world.
Determined to help a citizen in need, Muscular Beaver sees this as an opportunity to feed the hungry by rendering the aquatic life powerless.
With my fantastic fish-show vision!
These abilities appear to only empower the fish, however, as moments later, the tables turn when a massive salmon leaps from the water to swallow Barry whole.
Fear not, citizen! They'll be back! My trusty fish-show vision has never failed! Whoosh!
A mother eagle's teaching her young to fly, cascading from a cliffside to show how effortlessly she cuts through the air, when one of her young musters up the courage to give it a try themselves. However, the tender moment turns sour with the arrival of Muscular Beaver as he intercepts the youngling, warning them to mind their distance so they can avoid getting cut by his, well,
Razor wondrous fur of steel.
He clues the little ones in on the classic superhero secret to flight.
Zoinks! Oh, that wing flapping won't get you anywhere, citizen.
A real hero would just leap from the cliffside, arms in front of them while yelling, whoosh. It really couldn't be simpler.
That's easy.
And of course, this goes about as well as anyone with half a rationale could expect. The youngling leaps from the edge and free falls straight to the ground below.
Okay, who's next?
Without a second thought, Muscular Beaver sees this as a resounding success and expedites the process by grabbing the rest of the younglings and throwing them as hard as he can over the cliffside one at a time. Satisfied that he's helping citizens in need, Muscular Beaver whooshes off to the next crisis before the mother has even finished catching her kids.
My work here is done, citizens, and now I'm off like a wind.
When this human family is enjoying a picnic at a park table, a raccoon watches from some bushes nearby. His snooping is interrupted by the sudden appearance of Muscular Beaver, whose announcement shocks the poor little dude into falling face first into the foliage.
Muscular Beaver takes from the foodie people and gives to the non-foodie.
Without any regard to the raccoon's actual intentions,
But I'm not hungry.
Muscular Beaver reaches into his underwear, or utility shorts, to unveil his cloak of limited visibility, which offers him near-perfect translucency. With the confidence of a hero wearing a functioning invisibility hack, Dag beelines for the picnic table. Muscular Beaver completes his mission, handing off the basket of stolen goods to the raccoon and disappearing as quickly as he arrived, leaving the raccoon to stand alone when the family of humans inevitably hunt him down in retaliation.
You see that weird little weasel? He just walked right in here and stole our food.
Back outside the dam, Barry, the eagle mother, and the raccoon are all airing their grievances to Norb.
He's now running around with his underpants on the outside. Hey, this is the forest. Please, respect.
I suppose it's fair to come to Norb since Dag has been such a nuisance for them lately, but it's not like he's Dag's keeper or anything. It seems a little unfair to expect him to do anything about it directly. Although they do have some pretty valid complaints.
He's making our kids jump off cliffs.
Norb takes responsibility and the question shifts. Not whether anything can be done, but whether Dag has enough sensibility left to come back to reality at all.
But is he too far gone, baby?
Now, Norb doesn't try to berate or bully Dag like he might in similar situations. Instead, he hatches the idea to don the persona of
Bad Beaver!
the villain counterpart to Muscular Beaver. It's the brotherly love approach, and it's one that can really only fit these two.
Master of really terrible, evil things.
Rewatching this episode, I became obsessed with Nick McKay's Bad Beaver voice. Like, I had to drop everything to check if he had ever used that voice for maybe a villain somewhere else in his career.
Bum, 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 dramatic reverb.
But I didn't really find anything else that quite lined up. There are probably some notable Salem moments that fit the bill, though.
Let's destroy everything that's dear to him. Let's indoctrinate him into the Cathedral of Agony.
There's just something aesthetically pleasing about Nick McKay's performance as Norb doing an impression of what Norb thinks a supervillain might sound like.
They're both nuts.
Bad Beaver tracks down Muscular Beaver and wastes no time making his intentions clear.
I shall crush you like an insect in a super battle to end all super battles.
Muscular Beaver, accepting the challenge, strikes with his laser teeth. Bad Beaver blocks it with his cape, absorbing the attack and reflecting it right back at our hero. Muscular Beaver strikes again, brandishing his fur of steel. But Bad Beaver reacts quickly, yanking out the offending chest hair and derailing the attack. Reasoning that a force field must be protecting the villain, Muscular Beaver switches tactics to mental warfare.
I am turning your brain to putty with my mind-melting powers!
Unfortunately, Bad Beaver apparently traveled at the speed of light to swap out Muscular Beaver's brain, disabling his mind-melting powers, all without him realizing it. Unable to counter Bad Beaver's incredible surgical prowess and speed, the battle devolves into a stalemate.
I see our super battle to end all super battles is unable to end.
And the solution? A thumb wrestle battle to decide the whole thing.
Final finger fight of fate.
This battle is a mobile one. The brothers navigate different backdrops in a quick montage of heroic thumb battling before Baron Bad Beaver switches tactics to mental mind games of his own, quizzing Muscular Beaver on some of the more nuanced details of his character, like what color is the cloak of limited invisibility? Can Muscular Beaver melt his own mind if he wanted to?
And how come you only travel 8 miles per hour faster than the speed of light? Why not 9?
Muscular Beaver buckles under the weight of the Inquisition, collapsing in defeat. Baron Bad Beaver reasons that this proves that Dag is an imposter, only pretending to be the real Muscular Beaver.
Plain old normal beaver named Daggett!
Baron Bad Beaver comforts Dag, letting him know that it's not so bad. Being a hero is a ton of hard and often thankless work. As a regular beaver, Dag could just sit on the couch and watch TV all day if he wanted. He poses a final question. Who exactly has the better deal here? Dag thinks it over for a moment before reluctantly agreeing. With his goal accomplished and Dag's Muscular Beaver spirit effectively broken, Baron Bad Beaver removes his helmet.
I'm not a supervillain. I just dressed up like one so I can make you stop embarrassing me with your Muscular Beaver nonsense.
Norb makes Dag promise that he'll never do anything like this again. Dag agrees and Norb takes his leave, satisfied with the answer. As Norb exits earshot though, Dag begins to monologue again, hinting that this agreement is more of a ruse and a cover for his other alter ego.
Double O Beaver, secret agent from the near future. Ding, 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 ding.
What a stacked episode, giving Muscular Beaver a formal introduction along with Baron Bad Beaver, not to mention the addition of Barry the Bear and this little raccoon guy. I don't know if Raccoon Guy has a name. I don't know if we'll see him again either, but I do know I will always think of him whenever I need to figure out whether I'm hungry or not.
I'm not hungry.
Was there any lesson learned here? Dag and Norb may be better off for the experience, but the woodland critters surely aren't. There's gotta be some level of trauma in the forest after all of this. I suppose one takeaway is that whether it's your brother's tale, a fishing trip, a family picnic, a mother teaching her young, or just a general respect and trust of the local community, things are sure to get broken whenever Muscular Beaver shows up.
Amazing, is it not, citizen?
Also, Norb definitely cheated at Pretend, just the absolute worst type of person to play with. Did you know this episode isn't the first time we see Muscular Beaver in the show? The debut happens back in Gift Horse.
You dare to use my own weapon against me?
If you want to check out my video on that episode or any other Angry Beavers content that I've covered, check the playlist down below. And this isn't the only time we'll see Muscular Beaver and Baron Bad Beaver in the show either, so be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the sequels. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.